If you're not planting one of these new David Austin roses in your garden, you're absolutely missing out. These 6 roses were released in the past few years, and I am listing them in an ascending order starting with 2019. This first rose is one of the most beautiful roses I have seen in the past few years that was released, and it's called the Eustachia Y. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. It is this soft, glowing apricot pink color, and each bloom is packed with these gorgeously ruffled petals. This is a rose that also has red tinged stems, and although the blooms begin as shallow cups, they open up into full rosettes, which start with a rich color and then gradually start paling over time. They also have a strong fruity fragrance. This is a very healthy variety that turns into an upright shrub with a bushy growth. The shrub size can be about 4 feet by 3 feet, and this was introduced in the year 2019, and it is hardy in zones 4 to 11. So most of us can grow this. It is also a repeat flowering rose. All of the roses that I'm going to talk about today are repeat flowering, which means that they will keep blooming over the entire season. The next rose is Gabriel Oak. This is another gorgeous variety that comes in the shade of deep pink with many petaled rosette blooms. As this rose starts getting older, the deep pink color will start fading over time, but it still has a really, really pretty color. This rose too has a very strong and fruity fragrance. It is a vigorously growing rose and can grow into a shrub with almost purplish colored stems and deep dark green foliage. It can be a medium shrub and can grow up to 4 feet by 4 feet in size and was introduced in the year 2019. This rose is again hardy from zones 4 to 11. The next rose is called Celeste Marner, and it is in the color of this soft mid-pink color, which has petals that are pale on the reverse and fade at the edges. These petals are set around a beautiful button eye and have a ruffled, relaxed look around it. The blooms are held on red stems. This rose has a medium to strong old rose fragrance with accents of fruity lemon, green banana, and apricot. It will grow into a very healthy, medium-sized shrub that will be around 3.5 feet by 4.5 feet in size. Again, this is repeat flowering and was released in the year 2020. It is also a rose that is hardy in zones 4 to 11. The next rose is the country Parson. This is a really pretty and feisty rose of Scottish descent and is a gorgeous yellow color. If you are looking for a yellow colored rose, this is going to be a great option for you. The roses open into these beautiful rosettes of open and flat rosettes and come in the color of pale yellow. The petals look almost translucent towards the edges of the bloom, giving it a very beautiful and ethereal look. This has a medium to strong fruity fragrance with notes of sweet apricot, green apple, and honey. Okay, I had to relocate a little bit because it started raining, and as much as I love the rain in California, I wish it was not raining today for the shoot. And today it's raining all day long, so if it starts now, I don't know when it's gonna end. This comes as a rounded medium-sized shrub, and it is about 3.5 feet by 3.5 feet in size. Now, this is a really healthy and robust rose and has continuous and plentiful blooms, according to David Austin, right from June up until frost. I would be very interested in getting this rose, especially if I am getting it for a larger container or even as a shrub in my garden. It was released in the year 2020 and is hardy from zones 4 to 11. This next rose is another beautiful rose that comes in the color pale yellow, and it is Nye Bevan. I really hope I'm not butchering the name. It bears these beautiful open cup flowers that start as pale yellow and then gradually fade to a cream color. It has a center of golden stamens, and the petals are almost scallop-shaped, incurved petals. This is another repeat flowering rose, and it has a spectacular first flush of blooms that are seen in well-spaced sprays throughout the plant. It also has a light to medium myrrh fragrance, and it can form a healthy, upright, medium-sized bush about 3.5 feet to 3.5 feet in size and was introduced in the year 2021. This is hardy in zones 5 to 11. The next rose is an absolutely gorgeous rose that is called Elizabeth and is named in the honor of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. It bears large clusters of crisp apple blossom pink rosettes, almost this beautiful pale pink apricot color that pale into a gentle blush white color as they start getting older. This rose has a strong, sweet, and fresh fragrance with hints of lemon sherbet and old rose. It is exceptionally healthy and versatile of habit, and it forms a really large shrub in a size of about 4.5 feet to 4.5 feet. This is a repeat flowering rose, and the bloom size is a medium-sized bloom. It was introduced in the year 2022, just last year, and is hardy in zones 5 to 11. I wanted to start with 2019 because a lot of these roses were not available in the past few years. Even now when I check, there are 2 roses that are already sold out. So if you want to get them in your garden this year, I would highly recommend going and buying them out as soon as possible. Otherwise, you will have to get on a wait list for next year. I hope you end up picking one of these newly released David Austin roses for your garden. And all of these are shrub roses, but if you're looking for a climbing rose, check out this video for my recommendations on getting a climbing rose for your garden.